Greetings all, and welcome back to another episode of What's a reborG podcast. I am reborG here in the building. I see Pops wilding already. I saw the sign. I ain't gonna lie to you. That was my drop. I was an Ace of Base fan, yo. All that she wants as a baby. It's a beautiful life. All that, man. I was in the Ace of Base. Don't mind the little shine on your boy. And my shea butter moisturizer on right now. Gotta moisturize your skin. I don't give a damn. As long as I ain't out there in public looking extra greasy, I'm all right. You know what I'm saying? Like, at least y'all know I moisturize, you know. Can't be out here with that dry ass skin, man. That shit real, man. Gotta get these blemishes off. You know? You don't realize what effect you make when you be like, because I used to just pop pimples because I was just trying to hurry up and get them off my face. Get the shit out of here. Let it go, squeeze, let all that, just get it out. But nah, gotta wash. I mean, I was already washing my face, so you know that's gonna happen anyway. You know, it ain't gonna be no minefield on my face. But you know, pimples will pop up every now and again. I ain't never had to get no what was that junk called? Oxy? What was the other one called? They had the little pads that the little junks you wipe on your face and stuff like that. I can't remember what it was called. Damn. I ain't never had no issue like that. Just, you know, want to pop up on your face every now and again. Instead of getting rid of it, you know, just got to put the moisturizer on it and all that other stuff. So, you know, got to take care of your skin. Don't wait till it's too late. Don't wait till you turn into an old piece of beef jerky and your skin is trash. Overcooked chicken. Which will segue us into today's topic. I got cook stories up there. I don't know what happened at work the other day. Oh, yeah. We got shut down again at work because another resident it was like 3 or 4 residents that had a virus. It was a stomach virus. It wasn't COVID. That's just what they told us, you know, either way. But so we have this jump where, you know, we do the box meals. They give us the orders and stuff like that. We put it in the box, fill it out on a cart, and let one of the servers take it to whatever respective floor they got. So as far as the cooks go, we were chilling. And we was just in there telling cook stories and come to find out some of my employees, which I already knew, they trash. They can't even do the regular stuff. Like, I never had a screw up or a mess up in the kitchen that I couldn't fix. Like, if it's something too salty, I'll put a little water in it or go find a seasoning that, you know, will combat it so it won't be as bad. If it's something too sweet, you know, I know how to counteract that. If it's something too hot, you know, anything like that. The only real bad mistake I made that time was my first time where I forgot to mix I told the story where I forgot to mix the cornstarch with the water, and I just poured the cornstarch in the pepper steak, and they had probably like big fat double A battery size pieces of cornstarch in it. Like, they said it was good, the sauce was good, the steak was tender, and the vegetables was cooked nice and soft. So, but they said you got to said, ew, man, I put lava in my pepper steak. But that was the only real mess up I had. Ever since then, I'm caught, I make sure I'm cautious because not only do I want it to taste good, I don't want it to take too long either. Let's not forget our co-host in this joint, our co-pilot, the homie with the Voss water. And I ain't feel like drinking no wine. The homie Reese bought me some Woodford Reserve for my birthday 2 weeks ago or something like that. Well, a week and a half ago. So I'm gonna sip on a little bit of this. Feel like an adult. I feel like one of them dudes, Mad Men, where they got them little glass with a glass of scotch. Hey, what's going on there, Phil? You got those TPS reports tomorrow? Your name will be mud around here if you don't turn that in on time. Oh man. But this joint, it's smooth. I mess with it. It's got some kick to it though. I ain't gonna get to you. It's going ahead, the boy. It's got a solid kick to this joint. But just I would just listen to them tell the stories, asking questions, answering questions that they had for me or whatever. But I didn't get into no stories. So let me just go ahead and dabble into a couple of them. Y'all don't know none of these people, so I'll just use their last name. I'm not gonna get a whole government. So I was in charge on the weekend, and it was a Saturday, and the day before, the storeroom, the supervisor manager for the storeroom. This was while I was in the military. Guy that was running the storeroom said, "Grover, we don't have any barbecue sauce. Y'all got to make y'all own." He said, "We got some in the back, but we saving this for this barbecue that we having for the, an event." So I'm like, cool. It ain't no problem. Ain't no problem at all. So that Saturday when we came into work, one of the girls, Waters, she was a young black, peppy, always in a good mood. One of the good people you need to have around. So, but she couldn't cook. So she was always trying to prove herself when she has already failed. So she said, she was like, "Grover, do you mind if I do the barbecue chicken?" I was like, "Yeah, no problem. We have to make our own sauce. Do you want me to make that for you?" No, you know what? It was something that matter of fact, it went like this. He wanted me to use the barbecue sauce to get rid of it because it was getting ready to, I guess it was going to go bad or something by Monday or whatever it was. But he wanted me to use it. And he wanted me to cater the menu so I could use barbecue sauce. Yep. So I had barbecue chicken, and the other item was barbecue beef cubes, which is pretty much a pepper steak, but instead of it being the brown gravy sauce, it's a barbecue sauce. It still hit though. Put it over rice. Yeah, that don't slap. So when we came in, yeah, that's what it was. She asked to do the barbecue chicken. I said, yeah, we don't have to make our own sauce this time. He wants us to use these 2 bottles back there. So I'm out on the line serving and working the egg grill because that's usually what I was doing in the morning. I said, I'll take care of the line in the egg grill. If y'all need any help with anything, I'll come back there and help y'all real quick. So it ain't no problem. So I'm back there, flipping omelets, serving on the line. And one girl, I hear my girl Teague in the back, cool ass white girl. She just yelling in the back, "Why are you doing that?" So I had to go back there and see what's going on. This girl done pulled out a big mixing bowl. She got the big whisk. She got condiments laid all over the table. I said, what are you doing? And before she could answer, Autumn came in and said, "This stupid bitch is over here making barbecue sauce after you clearly told her she didn't have to." She said, "I was just, trying to go the extra mile." I said, "I appreciate your enthusiasm, but we don't need that right now. I mean, keep the enthusiasm, but we don't need you to make the sauce. The sauce is already made. And why are you pulling out the sauce now anyway?" So I said, "Bake it first," because she already knew that part. I said, "Bake it first, dip it, then dip it again." Man, that's the time limit. If you're doing a big batch of chicken, barbecue chicken, bam, you already seasoned it up. It's already been prepped. You put it in the pan. You put it in there between 45 minutes to an hour. And 45-minute mark, check, and that will let you know if you got 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes. It ain't going to be no more than an hour. So after that, you get to 45 minutes. You take the chicken out. You dip it in the barbecue sauce. Make sure it's all over the chicken. Put it back on the pan. Put it in the oven, 10 to 15 minutes, bam, you got good barbecue chicken, guaranteed. So I go back working up there, flipping these omelets, you know what I'm saying, doing my thing. And Autumn comes out there, like this may be like an hour later. And Autumn comes out there and said, "Oh my God, please look at her chicken." First of all, I don't know how, but she done washed all the seasoning off the chicken. So like I had seasoned it the day before. I guess I don't know what she was doing, but she she washed off all the seasoning off the chicken. Then just sprinkled salt and pepper over the top of it while it was in the pan. Not mixing it or nothing. While I was getting ready to be put in the oven. And what she did with the barbecue sauce was she didn't cook it for the hour, 45 minutes to an hour, and then proceed to then barbecue it. She drizzled it over the top like a, like a so she didn't do the first process. So she drizzled barbecue sauce on the top. This joint literally had stripes on it, man. It won't even dip. She put it in like she did this while the chicken was raw. So of course, when it came out the oven, the stripes was burnt. It was black. It looked like fudge striped chicken. So I had to send her out to the line to watch it for me. I had to take a butter knife, scrape the barbecue sauce off of at least 70 pieces of chicken, season the barbecue sauce, then dip it and do it like that, because you can't season shit that's on. I mean, you can put a little dash or something up there, but it ain't gonna have the same effect because the prep work and when you putting it all together, it has time to sit so that seasoning can get all into the, what you really want to, beyond the skin. And if you let it sit long enough, the flavor can get down to the bone too. So, but yeah, she was trash. She tried a couple of times to try to do stuff. She was trash. Another story, my homegirl Razzo. This was a cool chick too, but she was young. And you could tell she didn't really want to do no work. So you just knew what it was already. So I would just keep her on something simple. So this is the first time she had to cook. So I tell her, look, Razzo, all you got to make for lunch is peas. I'm telling y'all right now, I could not have held her hand more than I possibly did on this damn, than I could have on cooking this item. So I already poured the water for her in the pot and cut it on. I said, Courtney, Courtney, the water is already cooking. When it boils, you will see bubbles and you will notice it. It will not, you will notice something is wrong. Don't worry. When you get to that part, you put these 6 bags of peas in that pot. You give it 15 to 20 minutes. You call me, we'll pan this up, season it, be good to go. So as soon as I go back out there to do something, I think I was grilling chicken or something like that. As soon as I go out there, I can hear the bag tearing. I said, Courtney, hold up. The water's not boiling. It's calm. It's still steady. Wait for the bubbles to come up. Okay? She said, okay. So I'm cooking. I'm just doing my thing. I'm making something else. I'm not paying no attention. All she got is these peas. I gave her regular ass instructions that I think most people would be able to follow. She wasn't dumb. She just didn't give a damn. So that's where the disconnect was. So she comes and gets me like well after, because it only take about 5 minutes for the water to boil and stuff like that. And she was at almost an hour, and she came and got me and said, Grover, something went wrong. I said, what? You're making peas. What went wrong? Man, she done sat there, put the peas in the pot when it boiled, didn't wait, wasn't paying attention. Well, didn't give a damn. And the peas, the water ran out of the kettle and the peas started burning up. She burnt peas, bro. She burnt peas, man. Oh, luckily it's something that I, could be easily recovered, could be recovered. It don't take that long to make no peas, just put them in the pan, put them in the water, and put it in the steamer for 15 minutes. You'll be all right. But I was just showing her how to do that because most things that we had, you couldn't put in the steamer. So, when you're doing other vegetables and stuff, you know, you got to learn how to use this kettle. It's just like a pot for real, for real. So she definitely ruined that. Then she tried to get the sympathy card, talking about, I'll never learn how to cook. Oh my God. I said, look, man, if you pay attention and listen and get that fuck this out of your mentality, because there's nothing you can do unless you just ask to get out. You have to have a reason. So you're going to be here and you're going to be doing some work. This was later in my career. So I was like, I know most of the leadership. Ain't nobody going to marry you or knock you off like that and lose their strike. I mean, you bad, but ain't nobody trying to do that for real. My apologies. I did not know they was doing yard work out here at the complex. But you know, around here we keep it ghetto. So that's how we gonna keep. What do you think? I'm gonna stop the show? I'm 16 minutes in. Hell no. Don't want to retell these stories, man. That peas don't kind of piss me off. Another situation. One of my best friends while I was in the military, my homeboy Lack, you know, he did just enough. You know, he really didn't mess with the job, but you know, he just did just enough so people would leave him alone and he would be all right. The only time he wanted to be a good cook was when it was Italian meals, because he was an Italian dude. So whenever we had ziti or lasagna, spaghetti, or anything like that, he going in. Like, I'm talking about like going in to the point where he dicing up garlic cloves and letting them Jones melt in the butter that he had in the pan with like a little butter and a little olive oil. Put that in there with the and sauteed the garlic and some fine chopped onions and shit like that. Yo, his spaghetti used to slap, my G, slap. So he was going in doing his thing, and you know, when you cook a spaghetti and stuff like that, especially in the old school, what I learned from like older women and you know, moms and Italian cooks, Asian cooks, black cooks, white cooks, that you know, usually with something like that, you would let simmer. So you would, you know, get done putting all of it together as far as the spaghetti sauce, and they would let that sit on the pot, turn the heat down and let it simmer for a little bit, and let that seasoning keep flowing and getting up in there. You know what I'm saying? So while he's doing this, we having a little smoke break out in the smoke pit or whatever. We chilling. We walk in the kitchen, man, maybe 15 minutes later, it started to stink in the kitchen. So we trying to figure out, well, like, what the hell is going on? Why does it smell like that? Because it just smelled like a taste of Italy in here. Not a taste of Italy as far as Olive Garden. Damn, that black spaghetti sauce was like that. So we go in there, and I said, something else. He was like, something don't smell right. I said, yo, go check your sauce, yo. Another dude, Glover, had messed around and caught us when we were coming in the kitchen. He came in there, and they said, what's that smell? He said, it's white pepper, man. I hooked it up. Breathe it in, man. This stuff is good, man. Your stuff was good, but I'm making it amazing. For those who do not know, white pepper stinks. It smells funny. It's something that you would only need a little bit of to get the job done. You know, because if you put too much, it's going to stink and you're going to taste it. But the nice little pinch will work out good. And they use it for like white gravies and white sauces and stuff like that to give you what up, Mike? To, you know, give it that pepper taste without, you know, darkening up the sauce. Because, you know, usually when it comes to white sauces, they want to keep it that way. Your Alfredos and your cream gravies and all that other stuff. Man, y'all wilding out here with this stuff, man. Yeah, white chili and stuff like that. You've been down at the A with it, you know, they're real progressive down there with the food. So man, I'm telling you, bro, it smells so bad. Nobody wanted to taste it, man. And Lack had to be restrained. What was that? Sergeant Brown made him go home early because he was gonna fire on dude. Like, and it was getting ready to get out of hand. because he did mess up his meal. You know, he don't care about cooking nothing else but Italian food. So when he gets the chance, somebody else ultimately ruins it. So I know I felt for homie, man. He was hot. He was Glover probably would have got him though. I ain't gonna lie. Because it'd be a lot of stuff. In the military, when it comes to the dining hall, if your dining hall cares a little bit, oh yeah, you're gonna do some extra work. Because we used to have a main line that served the items for the menu for the day. Then another line would have a specialty thing, whether it be Taco Tuesday or Italian Day or pizza. And then we had a whole joint over on the side. On at both ends, we had two lines, and one was the sandwich line where you can go over there and get your little Subway on. We had a panini press over there, and on the other side was the snack line: hamburgers, hot dogs, grilled cheese, French fries, all that other stuff. So when they care, it's real. So you got to make sure you got all this stuff together. The only person who had to work by themselves was the specialty person, because all that stuff is your responsibility, and it wasn't nothing really that hard. It was just tedious. The only thing they would really have to cook would be, like on Italian Day, they would have Italian sausages and the marinara sauce they would have to cook. That Alfredo came out of bag in the pizza, but we all had to help with that because that was like a big thing over there. Pizza Thursdays, oh man, they used to come in and crush that joint. But what really messed me up was when I worked at an army base as a contract cook. This was after I got out, and they were going more in than the Air Force, like, because when you're in the Air Force, they always got the stigma like we're the good guys, we don't do nothing, we sit at the desk and be chilling, and for the most part, we do. But they give a fuck more than other branches. Nah, that jump was a straight up lie, yo. Because when I went to that army base, man, they was not playing, man. They had the rotisserie machine for like chickens and stuff like that. The Soul Food Thursdays, man. I'm telling that Soul Food Thursdays at that army base was some of the hardest work I had ever done. Period. And I used to pick, and we used to have to do throw tons of ice and ice machines when I was deployed, because they got little ice bunkers all over the place. And since it's hot as shit out there, you gotta have it out there. That was two things that were always you're gonna always find something. You're gonna find some water and you're gonna find some ice out there while you were deployed. I don't give a damn where it's at. It was always in the walks, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't never far away. Trust me. And I'm talking about like pallets upon pallets of ice. But that Soul Food Thursday was real. That jump was so rough. Let me give you the breakdown. So they used to separate it into entrees, sides, short order, which is the snack line stuff. No, it was entrees, starches, vegetables, and snack line. So in the entree section, we got, this is what they used to have on the jump. We used to have, like, it was either clam strips or fried shrimp. They would flip-flop it among the weeks. Some type of fried fish, fried chicken, barbecue chicken, and barbecue ribs. So that's 6 items that you got to make for thousands of people. So I gotta cook the chicken and the ribs, and then I gotta get the shrimp. And man, I ain't gonna lie to you, y'all. That jump was so real. That was one of the few times I voluntarily sat down to pee. I was so tired. At the end of the day, I went to go pee before I left and went home. Because, growing up, moms was always like that. Pee before you go, because I ain't stopping. So I don't feel like stopping when I'm going home. So, but I had to pee before work, and I went for the zipper, And I said, man, I can't. I'm too tired, bro. I had to sit on the toilet and pee. That jump was real, man, because at least I got the gratification. That's one thing that always kept me going in the food world because, I mean, you literally just cooking for other people. So their opinion does matter. You can't own no restaurant or be out here cooking for people and expect them not to say nothing. That's not how that's not how it works. That's not how people work. People are allowed to have an opinion. And I mean, if you out here relying on them for your well-being as far as a business, especially in the restaurant or food world, you're gonna need to hear these people. So that's one thing I always look forward to, but I don't like it either, man. Because as I've gotten older, man, people got different taste buds, man, and not everybody gonna like your stuff. All right, it's not nothing against you. Some people just don't like some of the stuff. Like I've met people who don't eat fish. I don't know nothing about that. Like I love fish, all of them. Give it up. Give me to tuna fish, tuna steaks, salmon, catfish, mackerel, uh, any of that junk, swordfish, a shark, all the little sea bugs that people be trying to tell you that you shouldn't be messing with. Boy, I eat shrimp to the end, oysters and clams and all that, man. I eat seafood, crabs, all that stuff. I eat it. But I ain't gonna knock nobody who don't. And I'm not gonna try to convince you if you don't. I mean, if you don't mess with it. Because I noticed that over some time. Like when some people say, I don't like let's just say something that's relatively most people like sweet potato pie. When somebody says that they don't like sweet potato pie, it's not because they've been eating a bad pie. They just don't like the shit. So we, especially as black folks, we really got to get that out. Some people just don't like shit, and that's just all there is to it. I mean, sometimes you can grow and get into other foods because I was never really a fan of onions as a kid because my mom would find some way to put it in every meal. But once I'm saying I got to the point where I was cooking and I started manipulating onions to what I wanted them to be, it was a whole nother ball game. So, and make sure if anybody in here know anybody who want to deal with food or want to get in the food world or trying to get a restaurant or a truck, tell them to test out all their food on black women. When it come to food, there's not a more opinionated boy. They gonna break it down to tell you what seasoning you was missing and everything. Now, I've been around different races of women, so I know they mostly all do that, but black women are the ones who break it down. Like I really don't give a fuck with nobody else. I usually get when I cook food. Every time I cook food, I usually get a woman to try it. A dude gotta try it on his own ass, but if it and preferably a black woman. I got one at work right now, Miss Deb, the service manager, Miss Deb. I usually get her. Sometimes it's another junk named Deja I get. Because they'll give it to me straight up. Oh, it needs some salt. It's a little salty, but it'll be all right. What you put in this tastes a little different. I'm not used to it, but it's still all right. Because what you call it, I made some chili mac for Monday, and people kept asking me what was the seasoning, and I was like cumin, and they was like, "Oh, okay," because you can't cook chili or any Mexican dish without cumin. So I've said that before, just to let y'all know if you weren't here for that. So just making sure that they cool with it. But right now, I done got to the point I don't give a fuck no more. It's time for another field. Yeah. This one has ran its course. I appreciate everything it's done for me to, record. I'm always appreciative if I can learn a skill. I don't give a damn what it is. If it can benefit some, if it can make me some money or give me some bonds, I ain't gonna have no argument with it. But it's one of those jobs, it's something that you gotta get in early. If you ain't in your late teens or 20s out here grinding for that, it's real. because all the chefs, the famous chefs, all of them worked hard. You ain't got no trust fund kids or none of that stuff. They all worked hard. Bobby Flay, Guy Fieri, Giada, the Barefoot Contessa. What's the dude name? Alton Brown. And all them people on the Food Network. They work. They work to get to that position. Now, granted, some of their restaurants be trash because it's usually just a money grab. But if you put them in the kitchen, they can always make it happen. So I'm trying to think of one more. I had one more funny story in the kitchen. I'm trying to remember. Damn, I can't remember because I know it's some more. There's got to be some more. Now, some of them aren't as funny, like Desiree, who refused to do the omelets. So her line was already all the way out the door, and they didn't let her off until she got all them people out of there. I mean, that's kind of fucked up. That's petty that I thought it was funny, but man, hey, you got to hurry up, yo. But I appreciate it. It was cool. Right now we got we still on the shutdown, so I don't know when I go into work tomorrow what it will be. I hope it is, because no offense to the servers, I know they be working hard. That's chill for the cooks, and we need that after a month of all the shit we've been going through. Now be able to hire people and all that other stuff. So, I'll take the little break for the next couple of days and get what I need. It's because the one reason why I won't leave is because it's easy and they pay all right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I haven't had a need for shit since I've been working there for real. Not for real, not any real needs. Everything's been paid and, we doing all right. Speaking of which, I am hungry as hell. I had 2 hash browns this morning. So I had 2 hash browns around 7. So I might get me a burger or something like that. Yeah, that don't sound too bad. Now I ain't gonna make it because I ain't got no ground beef in there. Because I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. Half the time, you know what I wish they sold at grocery stores? Like individual or 1 or 2 servings of something. Like I don't need no 8-pack of chicken because I don't want to eat this past. I'll give it a 2-day limit on the leftovers. And now hold up. Now if I cook it, let me just break it down. Cook it at like noon, and I eat it at like maybe about 4 or 5 o'clock or something like that. This is on an off day. Usually I just cook something at work, bring it home and eat it since we're allowed to. So might as well. They got stuff it could be something easy. I'll grill up 2 chicken breasts, season up some vegetables, and put a salad on the side or something like that. It don't take that much. So, but when I at the crib, yeah, it'd be like 4 o'clock. And man, I don't have a problem with leftovers, but we ain't gonna keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? So, just sell me about 3 potatoes. I could use 1 per without it going bad or whatever. Because that's one thing I don't like, man. I don't be wanting to waste no food, man. This is not and it's bad because sometimes it be food I can't get boy, so he can't eat it. So not because he's not his body can't take it. Man, sometimes that's part of the reason why, because his body can't. Man, hey, little bitty ass dog, boy, 12 pounds. Do you know what Old Bay seasoning will do to his system, man? I ain't trying to put my dog in no diabetic coma, man. But he's mainly a meat eater. Because I tried to give him fruit, tried to give him vegetables. The only realm outside of meat that he'll go is crackers. Because he's not getting no potato chips. Damn all that. Ain't got time for no dog to have high blood pressure and stuff like that. If he gonna go for natural causes, just like an old person supposed to. Speaking of old people, I had a hell of a laugh yesterday. I was watching. I had to watch the video of Bob Dolan. And for those who don't know, He was a politician who ran for president against Clinton when Clinton was running his second term. And he was doing okay, but he was doing okay, man. But I'm sorry, man, this y'all hurt. He had a little function he was going to, meeting the people and all that, giving the speech. So after he gave the speech, he tried to reach off the stage to shake somebody's hand. The little gate that was in front of him gave away, and he fell off the stage. He fell off the stage. Yeah. And what make it even worse, the people, like the crowd, they just moved, man. They trying to catch Bob. Oh shit. Man, he reached, man, that joke crazy, because when the camera panned down, because he fell fast, the camera didn't have time to catch up. So when they did, he was laying on the ground. It was pieces of the fence that they was using in front to try to hold it. And people had moved out the way, like he had passed out in the. That joke was cold, man. And the bad part was, as bad as he plummeted off that stage, that is exactly how his campaign went afterwards. Clinton beat the shit out of Bob Dole. Man, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, y'all. That's something old, but that's easily a top 10 laugh for me. Easily. Man, that jump was man, the way them people moved on him, man. Look, like the way he fell, even if like people were coming to help him, the cameraman should not have had that clear of a shot. You watched Tim and pieces of the fence on the ground. They got the fuck out the way on Bob, man. They moved even enough for the cameraman to get it cleaned up. Damn, right now, man. It was like that, what you call it. If any of you seen that Bernard Hopkins knockout where he fell between that space and he fell into the abyss and shit like that. I was so glad Bernard was all right. Bob too, man, because, I'm a laugh, but I don't want you to be hurt. I don't want you to, I got to get a new hip or no shit like that. I said, man, I hope everybody can keep from going under the knife, man, for real. Because this ain't no game, bro. This is real. It's real straight like that. All right, man, I ain't get y'all, man. I don't know what happened. Next time, I'll probably write something down because I'm going to have to do that because there's a lot of stories I got because I ain't even went to the deployments. I got 3 deployments I could do a whole show on for real, for real. Remember, a couple of episodes ago, that was just basic training, and that was a whole damn show. So tech school, which is the school you go to after basic training in military, in the Air Force, I want to say they call it A school in the Navy or something like that. So they're pretty much the same thing. So, but that was not a whole show. That's probably about 20, 30 minutes because there wasn't a lot happening then, but it's still some shit that happened. So let's go ahead. Y'all saw the second part of the title. We're going to get on these sports. Shout out to Eldrick, man. Shout out to Tiger Woods, bro, for participating in the Masters major tournament, whatever that is, a major, golf major. Y'all know Eldrick almost died like not that long ago. And then when I say Eldrick, I'm talking about Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods, his first name is Eldrick. His name is Eldrick Tiger Woods. So his mama named him Eldrick. I'm going to call him Eldrick. So Eldrick is out there after damn near dying after that car accident because Tiger was fucked up. Matter of fact, he's still out there limping on that golf course. But the fact that he playing, that's amazing, bro. That's amazing. He don't even have to win. Not in my book. Just the fact that he out there participating. I think he won one more major. So because I think if he gets one more, he will be the all-time leader. I think he tied right now. But I think he wants one more. And he better get it before his son come up there. I said it plenty of times. If he go pro and he stink, I'll be thoroughly surprised. But shout out to Eldrick. Prince, I saw what you put in there. I'm gonna finish with Eldrick first, and then I'll just go ahead and go with that one because yeah, shout out to Tiger, man. Hold it down, man. And if he win, it shouldn't be no debate whatsoever. I don't give a damn who it is. Jesus could come back and golf. If he ain't got these 19, 20 majors, I don't want to hear it. Tiger was the greatest golfer of all time. All right. Good. Shit. We don't need nobody else. We got the one. All right. For those of you who looking in the chat, my homeboy Prince just said Westbrook to the Hornets. Rumors. Ain't no question for me. I don't want that motherfucker. And nothing against Westbrook. You earned your 75 spot. You deserve it. You deserve to be in that Hall of Fame. But number one, we already got a point guard. And we already got Melo, who's doing a pretty good job, if I must say so. I was going on a team review after this, so more of my glaring praises will come in a few minutes. But we still got Scary Terry, man. We don't need homie for real. What can he add to the team, to be honest? Because he had a bad audition with LA, so that tarnishes his shit real bad. So who knows? Like, I'm not gonna say he's not gonna find the spot because Westbrook gonna always find the spot, and there's always teams looking for something. So he ain't retiring no time soon. And since you brought it to the basketball, let me go ahead. I'm gonna go through the standings and just give my year-end review with some awards behind it. You know what I'm saying? Might as well. Let's do a little something off the cuff. First, we have Miami's, who's leading the East. A lot of people were worried after that fight, and they had their 2 bad losses after that. They've won 5 in a row. So I'm not going to say they're going to win the chip, but this ain't going to be no easy out. I don't give a fuck who they play. Boston, fuck, man, that Robert Williams injury really fucked it up, man. Now, Boston has the talent to still make it to the finals, but it's a tougher road ahead now that Robert Williams is gone. But damn, I wanted him there because I like I've been saying, man, I'm looking forward to this Eastern Conference showdowns, man. This playoff's gonna be all right. Milwaukee. A lot of people fell asleep, and to be honest with you, it's understandable. Most of the guys don't stand out, and they can hoop. We know Lopez can hoop. He was an all-star, paint beast, 2010. Cooling. He got old. He done hit the most threes by a center in the season of all time. So that says a little something. Chris Middleton, y'all say he be turning into a superstar when shit get real. So, I mean, even though he may not play good in games 1 and 3 and 5, 2, 4, 6, and 7, he be hooping, man. And Drew Holiday, probably, to be honest with you, this is my personal shit. He is probably one of, if not the best defenders in the league. Nothing against Rudy Gobert. You do a good job at protecting the paint. I mean, just enough because, shit, mid-range and three-pointers, you can't be there for all that. You try. But Drew take on real assignments. When Milwaukee was playing Brooklyn last week, he was guarding Durant. I don't even think Giannis got a whole lot of time on him. Especially in that fourth quarter. They had Drew all over him. And just to say, man, it's hard to shut. You're not shutting nobody down in today's NBA. With the skill and the rule changes, man, ain't no way in hell you can think you're going to be sitting here and hold somebody, especially a star, under 20 points. Man, get the hell out of here, bro. But if you can make it difficult, by all means. And that's what Drew does. So it's not like they trash. They just got boring dudes on the team. And most people sleep on that since they don't have that much star power. But they did win the championship. And let's not act surprised that they playing well again and they got a chance to do it again. So don't sleep. Philly is always, my thing. Consistency and continuity. The Harden trade don't seem like they kind of needed it for real. Because y'all could have kept Seth Curry, to be honest with you. Like Seth Curry, Tyrese Maxey, Thibault, Harris, and Embiid. That's still a playoff team. They not in the play-in. No, that's still a playoff team. Hey, stop. He just be doing shit, man. Just be doing shit. But I don't know, man. I can't trust him. I don't see him making it to the finals or nothing like that. Nothing against Philly, man. Y'all missing some people. Y'all don't play no defense for real. Y'all don't be and what I mean is you're not gonna have them times where you got people under 100 points like them, that old Detroit Pistons team in the early 2000s. No, you ain't gonna do that shit, but you at least got to get a stop. You know what I'm saying? In the fourth quarter, you need them stops that you have to stop them, not them taking a bad shot. You have to go out there and stop them. And I don't see a lot of it. Toronto, I'm going, I got some words for this coach, but I fuck with y'all. Proud of y'all. Maybe not this year, y'all can threaten for the conference, but maybe next year. Oh, he ain't got no shot. He can't play in Toronto. Them boys might be. Oh, boy. Damn, Poe. Damn, my fault, Matisse, man. Damn, that's a bad look because they got a bunch of perimeter motherfuckers over there that need that need to be held up a little bit, and only you can stop them because there ain't no other perimeter defender like Thibault, so that's not a good one. But shout out to Toronto. I'm gonna dive into them when I get to the next section. Chicago, it was real up and down, and to be honest with you, I'm surprised they've been able to hold it together with so many injuries. Lonzo ain't played since December. Levine been in and out. Patrick Williams just got back after being hurt since at the beginning of the season. Caruso been hurt. It's been a lot of injuries. So we haven't even seen the team at full strength in months. So, I mean, I don't see them making the conference finals, but they ain't going to be no easy out. I can guarantee you that. Cleveland, hey, even if y'all doing the play-in, hey, you young boys played y'all heart out, man, and I respect that. Y'all played the hell out. Y'all did y'all thing, man. Brooklyn, y'all gonna need some more pieces, bro. Yo, the first stop is the center, and I can tell you this right now: you can get Mo Bamba for cheap right now, man. You can get Miles Turner for cheap right now. You can get Wendell Carter for cheap, and he can shoot. I'm just saying. I don't think the center will be the position that they need to get them over the top to win a championship, but it will definitely help in this conference because who knows what they'll be able to do for real. Now, granted, Kyrie and KD, easy 30, but that's just 60 points of the 110 that you need to get through. Even if they both go for 50, that's 100. You still got to pull 10 from somewhere, and that's not a guaranteed 10 out of everybody. But don't sleep. I mean, this is one thing that I get tired of seeing in the headlines and stuff like that. Is Brooklyn still a threat? No. Not to win it all. Hell no. It ain't no way in hell y'all think they're going, ain't no way in hell. Now, if they do get through the Eastern Conference, it's going to be, as they say, a Herculean effort on Kyrie and KD's part. Y'all going to have to do a lot for y'all to get to the finals. Atlanta, they did the same thing last year. They didn't want to listen to that coach when they flipped him over and Nate McMillan got promoted. Then they started listening. They did the same damn thing this year. And I want to say they're a game out of getting into the 6th spot. And they're even having to deal with this playing shit. But listen to Nate McMillan, please. He's a good coach. He knows what the hell he's doing. They're still having a good year, even with John Collins not progressing like, people thought he was. Because I thought he'd be easy 20-10 dude, could pop the three. Okay on defense. You know what I'm saying? Crashing on people at the rim. I was expecting all-star level shit from him this year. We didn't get it, but I ain't too salty about it. Nah. Because I was never I always thought he could hoop, but I also know that, sometimes people just don't be wanting it. That's the Rudy Gay's, your Aaron Gordon's, and shit like that, man. It's just what it is with them. And I think he may fall into that category. I don't think he'll ever become an all-star. For real. I'll let next year tell the tale, though. Tell the final story. And my beloved Charlotte Hornets. Hey, this ain't a talented team, bro. I'll be dead ass honest with you. Shout out to the coach. And shout out to the old goofy ass Mitch Kupchak or whoever made the decision to draft Melo. I think we didn't have a choice. Yeah, because I want to say he was second. So whoever drafted him, because we could have fucked that up. We could have went with Wiseman, and unfortunately, he's going through his injuries and stuff like that. So, but shout out to Melo, man. He's carrying this team on his back. Man, the chiropractor award for this NBA season goes to Melo, man. Because he carrying the hell out of these boys. Man, like Forrest Gump out here. Washington, y'all going to have to start listening to the coach, Wes Unseld Jr., man. Give him a chance. That's number one. And y'all need to fire y'all training staff. It's far too many goddamn injuries going on in Washington, man. And y'all got pieces. So come the fuck on, man. Because y'all going to lose y'all chance. Bradley Beal I don't know. Bradley Beal is a free agent this offseason, and I don't know because he could go either way. I can't get a read on him. He could go get that bag and play for somebody else. He could try for the contenders. Washington going to give him the bag. They ain't, stars don't go there all the time. Usually their stars are somebody they got to take a chance on for real. They sucked in the 90s. They was only popular in the early 2000s because Jordan came back. They would have made the playoffs if he didn't get hurt that last season, too. Yeah, they was on the verge of going to the playoffs. I don't know what they'll do, but this 40-year-old man leading them to the playoffs is pretty commendable. But they had to sign Gilbert Arenas, and they had to give him the bag because for those who don't know the story, Ernie Grunfeld was the GM. And the owner also told Gilbert, if you can get me out this Jordan thing, because that was still hanging over their head after that. Because Jordan went through there and did whatever the hell he felt like doing. Since I think he was part owner too or something like that. So he just wanted to get rid of the Jordan. He just wanted to get rid of the memory of Jordan for the Wizards. So that's why he brought Gilbert in, and that's how he got the bag because he ended up performing and everything. But I don't know, man, because y'all not drafting for star power for real. It's like y'all keep drafting key pieces. Like Avia, he's okay, but he's not even the third option. Same thing with Hashimura. Like they need them to play at a better level. I'm not saying what they're doing ain't good, but they need a little bit more if they're gonna actually be able to do something out here. The Knicks, who knows? Who gives a fuck? Thibodeau is out here doing that shit again. Not wanting to put people off the bench. Not wanting to get your starters playing 38 plus minutes a game. People tired. You got most of these dudes over here. They're tired of hearing about that defensive shit, and you still ain't found no way to get no buckets. I'm sorry. This might just be your curse. You might be just best fit as an assistant coach. I'm sorry, man. Unfortunately, you had that situation with Rose, and you lost your opportunity, man. It's fucked up, but that's the way stuff goes, man. Indiana, I have no idea what y'all doing. I think y'all playing for the Chet Holmgren sweepstakes. So I guess if you keep him, because y'all look like y'all don't want to get rid of Miles Turner either. So him and Miles Turner, that's pretty good front court. All right. Halliburton, because Halliburton can hoop. Halliburton been hooping since Iowa State. So I ain't worried about it. That's a dude, he going to be all right. That's like Spencer Dinwiddie and Sean Livingston. Them dudes can hoop. If he can miss them injuries, he going to be all right. Trust me. Halliburton going to be cool. So at least you got some building blocks. Detroit, Shout out to Detroit, man. Cade is trying his damnedest, bro. I see it. I've watched a couple of games, and he really is out there trying to win. Like he's trying to will these dudes to 30 wins on the season. Wowzers. I'm gonna just keep going from that. But at least Dwayne Casey, you got a good base. Now I'm gonna need you to do a little more because you ain't have a whole lot of talent in Toronto, and you did some good things with them. It's time for you to go ahead. Yeah. It's time for you to take that next, put them boys up in another position where they can possibly get into play in, okay? Because you got pieces. In Orlando, who knows who gives a fuck? Over in the West, we have Phoenix. I'm gonna be honest with you. Barring injuries, I think Phoenix is gonna win the chip for real. I think with the addition of other bigs like JaVale McGee and Bismack Biyombo, Ayton don't have to take all the pressure of having to guard Giannis the whole game. Book is stepping his game up. Bridges is stepping his game up tremendously. Cam Johnson still hitting them shots. Cameron Payne is still doing a good job off the bench too, man. Monty Williams is doing a hell of a job. The whole organization. I'm gonna tell you this right now. From that one rant that Charles Barkley had where he was talking about the chips were still in the nachos, the cheese was cold, they give you pickles on your nachos, bad hot dog, hard hot dog buns. He roasted the hell out of them. He said the cheerleaders was ugly and all that stuff. Ever since then, Phoenix has made a conscious effort to get better, and it's showing. And I think they're gonna win the chip for real, barring injury. Because unfortunately, Chris Paul, it always happens, man. Damn. Next, we got Memphis. Now these young motherfuckers here, boy, y'all better watch out. Because not only are they young, they hungry, they squad. Everybody on the team fuck with each other. They love to see anybody go off, man. This is a scary type of team because everybody's egos are already in check. This is like an old school squad for real. They, building it from the ground up. Remember they had the 12th man on the bench got like a dunk and the whole bench lost their mind, man. Like they ride for each other, man. It's a lot of qualities on this team that people are not seeing. And these guys could be a threat for the next. Yeah, they kind of are like the We Believe Warriors, but it's a different type of dog. It's a regular basketball dog. The We Believe Warriors was a bunch of niggas. Inglewood, PAT, Oakland, they had a lot of dudes out there. You know what I'm saying? Like known street dudes like that. And so, but Memphis, man, hey, I'm praying that we don't get no bullshit going, man. Please don't hurt none of these boys. Please. I need this for the next about 5 or 6 years. I need this because I like them. And you see how they play without John. I'm telling you right now, if you need a point guard on your team, you better wise up and go get Tyus Jones because he's shown to be. They 16-2 without. Well, last week they was. I think they done won 2 more games. So they damn near 20. They went in there and they won 20 games with single-digit losses without Ja. Some of y'all don't have 20. You damn near barely got 20 wins for the season. So Golden State is just going through that process where shit get tough, bro. When you've been to the finals as many times as they have, man, that shit started to work, man. That shit started to put a hurting on your body because that's a lot of wear and tear that you got out there. And I saw it because, by the time I started really watching basketball in like 89, 90, that's when Bird was starting to break down. And Mikhail was old. And Kareem was getting ready to leave. And James Worthy was tired. And Magic, that Bop still won't the same and shit. So, you know what I'm saying? Like the stars of beforehand was starting to go down. Even with Mike, you saw how tired Mike was, man. At the end of them three-peats, you saw Kobe in that fly-ass jacket after that three-peat, man. He was hunched over like shit. That shit is hard work just to get to the finals 3 times. So to get to there 3 times and win the shit, that's crazy. So that's what the Warriors going through. I mean, they just, you got older players, man. That shit, and even the younger ones. And I'm telling you, the fact that they've been able to stay third with all these damn injuries, can we please give Steve Kerr his props? Okay? Can we please do it? All right? Enough is enough. This is the last time I'm going to ask. Can we at least give Steve Kerr his props? Please. I understand. Mark Jackson went there and built a foundation, and you can't build a good house without the foundation. If the foundation's fucked, everything's fucked. So he got the slab is on point. But the shit that Kerr added on top of it, man, you got to give him some props, man. God damn. It's been a long time since Mark Jackson was the coach, man. And while we saying that, Shannon Sharp had a good rant about this the other day. Come on, man. We don't care about that God stuff, man. And that dude's a devout Christian, man. Y'all need to win these games. Please go get this dude and put him as your coach. Some of y'all are real ass out here, and you need that. And you can get him for a good rate right now. Okay? Dallas, Luka Magic will continue. Now, we have to see if Brunson and Dinwiddie can, help him in this at the playoffs, because y'all know how funky he get when you get to the playoff. So I thought he was getting ready to be the clear-cut next star in the league, the one, but with John Morant right around the corner on some shit, and I ain't gonna lie, Ant-Man out there too. Devin Booker ain't gonna just let that shit go down. Jason Tatum starting to smarten up too, so it ain't gonna be as easy as it was beforehand. For Luka just to take the crown, he gonna have some adversaries as the years go on. But I like him, man. Hoop, do his thing. I mean, he just because he said he was at the JJ Redick podcast. He said it's easier to score in the NBA than it is in the Euro League. But he said that's the only easy part. Everything else, he said, is like 10 times tougher. Like he was just like passing and getting open and all that stuff. So I want to see how it goes, man. One thing you can trust, Mark Cuban, he will spin that bag. So any Maverick fans, especially the homies Panda and Salesman, if it's somebody worth it, he'll put that bag out there. Yeah. Utah, y'all boring, bro. Ain't even no need. Y'all got a lot of good guys on y'all team, but y'all don't have no star. Y'all don't have no star. Like Donovan Mitchell is a star, but I'm gonna be honest with you, man. It ain't gonna work for Utah, man. I ain't even gonna lie. I was just talking to my homie Black Man who's a Utah fan, like real Utah fan. Like, I mean, there ain't gonna be too many people that's gonna admit that to you, but he's a Utah fan, and he said he thinks it might not ever happen. And he might unfortunately be right, man. I don't think they'll ever be able to pull enough. They would have to do it like Memphis. Hurry up and get these boys in young and hurry up and coach them up now. Get what you can get now. Because I don't know. Because Devin is gone. I mean, Donovan Mitchell's gone. He's just what New York needs. Now, if New York go get Mark Jackson and sign Donovan Mitchell, hey, man, shit. If you don't win the offseason, you was damn near close. So, but the Tar, I don't know, man. Why don't y'all do everybody a favor? Go ahead and let Conley go to a contender and all them other ones, man. Y'all ain't gonna do it. Denver, they can't get rid of him, man, because rim protection is such a not a lot of people do it for real. Like the whole game, like he's the old school rim protector, like Alonzo Mourning. Like he's trying to block every shot that go up there, and you don't get that out of a lot of people. So you might as well stick with it because you're not gonna get nothing better. I'll tell you that right now. Unless you can fuck around and draft, like, get something amazing happening, and because they keep winning, I don't think that's gonna happen. But who was there for? Last time I checked, it was Ingles or Bogdanovich? One of them two was up there or something. I don't know. That lineup, Quinn Snyder's doing an all right job for real as a coach because you only got one dude who's a threat to score 20. Conley's close, but he can't score like Donovan. So I don't know, bro. I know one thing. There ain't no threat. Next, we got Minnesota. Minnesota is another young team. Now, I'm telling you, go ahead and get rid of D'Lo. Go ahead and finagle somebody and go ahead and bring somebody in there. I couldn't tell you a point guard right off top. It could be somebody. Shit, I was just mentioning him. Conley. You put Conley on that team, he gives the veteran leadership, still decent on defense, and can still give you 15 to 18 points. That's exactly what they need over there. Now, he would have to get used to Anthony Edwards' personality, but I don't think that's that bad. If he know that he want to win, I don't think he'll have no problem with that. I think that'll work out fine. But they need what you call it? Oh man, I'm telling you right now, ain't no young up and coming team. I'm telling you, with all these young mobs out here, man. I'm talking about Cleveland, Atlanta, Charlotte, Toronto, Memphis, Dallas, Minnesota, New Orleans. They're not gonna take that dude, yo. His best bet will probably be, I don't know, Orlando. Because you can go to Orlando, you can be the man, and you can put all the triple doubles up you want, brother. You can take all the shots. But back to the thing. Minnesota, I like the way it's going. All right. The coach is doing a good job. And man's changing the culture. Karl Anthony Towns is starting to find his confidence again because last year was real rough for him. I definitely got to give him that. Last year was real rough for him. So it's good to see him rise above it and, play like we thought he would. The Clippers, hey, Tyronn Lue. Hell of a coaching job, man. Paul George has been out for a while, and Kawhi ain't played all year. So, by regular standards, y'all would make the playoffs if it wasn't no play-in because y'all the 8th seed right now. And Tyronn you're doing a good job, all right? I mean, at this point, some teams kind of wish they had went the route with having you as the coach, but hey, it's hindsight 2020 now. You're fucked up. New Orleans, hey, if y'all can get Fat Boy in the fold, y'all got a team because 73 in the last 10. No, since All-Star, since the trade deadline when they got McCullough, the Pelicans been playing a whole nother thing. They've been playing ball. They've been out there hooping, man. Willie Green, shout out to Willie Green. For those who don't remember, he was the guard. He was the guard that used to play at Philly, hit the threes and shit like that. Iverson's last years in Philly. But he's proven himself to be a decent coach because this could have just been a crapshoot. But they actually still out here fighting, and I fucks with that. San Antonio says since LA don't want to go to the play-in, we'll take it. And I'm telling you, this team is young and raw. I ain't talking about raw like gangster like Memphis. I'm talking about you gonna have to build this up. And I don't think Popovich got time to be building up all these players and shit like that. Because beforehand, most of the guys he would get already have the mentality. You just got to bring it out. We already knew Timmy. Timmy was pro ready as a sophomore. So when he finally came out after graduating, you ain't have to worry about that one. Same thing with the Admiral. Tony Parker, he just had to hone in, teaching him how to slow down in his mind so that can help him with the game. Because Tony Parker's a fast motherfucker. He can get up the court like it won't shit. And the same thing with Ginobili. He knew Ginobili could hoop. Ginobili can hoop, but he had to find the ways to make it conducive where it can work with the team. They need to take those, but I mean, if somebody don't want the play-in spot, you might as well go ahead. I think they get bonus and incentives for that, so might as well get this bag since we got the opportunity. But I don't know. I really couldn't tell you. I think me personally, if I'm the Spurs GM, depending on my pick, if I'm able to get Jalen Duran from Memphis, I'm good. I'm telling you right now, because I got an all-star in DeJounte. Now he had to get put in there with injuries, but I'm telling you, next year, oh yeah. I'm telling you. Oh yeah. Oh, you said next year they need to tank? I don't know, man. They might want to do, I'm not sure. Because there's a lot of bigs in this draft. A lot of big men, and that's what they need because they got everything else. Everything on the wing and at the point, they good. They too deep at damn near 1 through 3, man. Like with players that can start in this league easily. But they need a big. They might tank next year because what's the dude Victor from France, the 7-3 dude, the one that was giving Chet the blues last year. Yeah, he coming out next year. So if they all they need is a big, that's it. I wouldn't even cap with you. If they have Rudy Gobert, they'd be all right. They'd be like a 6 seed right now, 6 to 8, because they don't have nobody in the paint. Jakob Portal, y'all saw what y'all did to him, but everybody does it to him. He stayed getting crashed on at the rim, man. So next we got the Lakers, man. I ain't gonna go too deep into this. Number one, the shit didn't work. Hey, man, that's just you like Will Smith, like you said on the Fresh Prince, you dribble, you shoot, you hope for the best. You didn't get it. So, hey, man, just scrap the shit and see what else you can do. And I'm going to need all Laker fans to please shut the fuck up. Please. You're talking to a Hornets fan here, all right? You just won the championship 2 years ago. The Hornets ain't going to see the conference finals, man. I don't want to hear that shit. Sacramento, purgatory. Y'all in Orlando, y'all just outright stink. All right, I don't, man. It's horrible ownership, and the shit is trickling down, and y'all fucking around wasting talent. If I was De'Aaron Fox, I would beg to get out of Sacramento right now. I don't give a fuck if they did take a chance and draft me. Fuck that. I can go to Minnesota and turn this team into a contender. You know what I'm saying? I can go to Dallas and we can get real funky. Shit. There's a lot of places he can go and he can get real official over there. Miami. Shit. Washington. He can go to New York because they like people who play defense, and De'Aaron ain't got no problem with locking up. Who on the West? Which one do y'all need? Denver, because Jamal Murray been hurt a long time. No, Dose. Darius Garland, nice, Dose. I'm telling you, take a look at homeboy. Take a look. And you know what I mean by that. Make sure you take one of our looks. All right? Garland out there hooping, bro. Trust me. Cleveland don't need shit. Maybe a shooter, and that's it. If I was Cleveland, if I had it, I'd try to get Bradley Beal because that's really just really the only piece. Because who is over there? Is that Bickerstaff Jr. that's the coach over there? I can't remember, but he's doing a great job. And Garland is hooping. The only reason they've sunk down to the play-in is who the boy with the stupid afro? Jared Allen got hurt. And that messed up a lot of things. That messed up the rotation. That messed up a lot of things. So not to the point where they're not going to make the playoffs, but they weren't going to be in the playoffs, play-in if Jared Allen's there. But Sacramento, who gives a fuck, man? Get your garbage asses out of here, man. Fire sale, man. Go get people, man. I'm telling you right now. Have y'all seen Marvin Bagley? He's cheesing from ear to ear. Portland, I don't know, bro. I couldn't, man. I just mad that y'all was playing this cheeks for Chauncey Billups. Say that for a white coach. We'll see what y'all do next year. Same thing with OKC. Shea, get the fuck away from there, bro. For real. Get the fuck away from there. You showed you've been able to play either guard spot. So wherever you go, you're going to find some burn. And ain't nobody going to take away them easy 20s you can get. What? Trust me. Because that boy nice. Houston, I don't know, man. Y'all need a real coach, too. It's too much talent over there, bro. It's a lot of talent at Houston, man. Because we've all seen flashes of most of them hooping. We already know Jalen Green's an uber athlete. That goes without saying. Kevin Porter Jr. is a 20-point scorer in this league when he gives a fuck. Christian Wood is a 20 and 10 dude, and he can hit off 3 and get you damn near 2 blocks a game. Sengun done showed he could hoop. Josh Christopher, KJ Martin. Yeah, the young talent at Houston is crazy, man. They just don't know what the fuck they doing over there. And I don't know. Y'all gonna have to do something. That's why you need that coach that can help you put it together as a whole. I mean, you can have superstars, but trust me, you're gonna always need that coach. All right. You don't know, and it ain't have to be the head coach. Sometimes a good assistant will do his thing. The defensive schemes that Thibodeau was coming up with for Boston when they had their big 3, legendary, man. Mike Brown with the defense for the Spurs and Scotty Brooks on the offense when they're in the Spurs throughout the 2000s. Those were the assistant coaches before they went and got jobs, man. Like their assistants can be nice too. You know what I'm saying? I like Mark Jackson for Houston instead of New York. Either one, but I was just saying New York because they need a new coach. He played there. He from there. It will be somebody that the fans will get excited for instantly. Because, you got to hold their attention because New York, Gilbert Arenas said they're the worst fans in the league because they'll boo their own and fuck up the confidence of your star. And, just let it just be done because it's a different time now. You boo Patrick Ewing, he going out there, he getting 25, 15 rebounds, 4-5 blocks. If you boo him, he coming out for it. These kids is built differently. Not worse, not better, just different. It takes a different approach, okay? And that tough ass shit they be doing in New York, y'all can cut that shit out. Because y'all niggas ain't the Mecca. I don't give a fuck. The Mecca is the Holy Land, okay? And that y'all so far from that shit, cut that bullshit out, man. Cut it out. Cheer, all right? Y'all shit on damn near every superstar y'all get over there. Shut the fuck up. College basketball, congratulations to the Kansas Jayhawks. Rock Chalk Jayhawk, you boring motherfuckers won. And I'm going to tell you this right now. That's going to be the theme of college until one and done is over. The team that got some upperclassmen is going to be the ones that win. We've seen it before. Villanova had it. Carolina had it. Baylor had it last year. If you can find players that want to stay and get an extra and get them 2-3 years out of them, you can do your thing. But shout out. North Carolina, y'all fumbled the bag. Not only with the loss, man. Y'all stopped feeding Manic, man. And that white boy was sparking in the first half. I don't know why the hell y'all went away with that. Caleb Love and RJ Davis was trying to be the stars out there. They fucked up the church's money. And why y'all couldn't do that shit against Duke? And on that note, we're going to end the podcast with a thank you, a thorough and utter thank you to Coach Mike Krzyzewski, man. A hell of a career. I watched that team get their ass whipped by UNLV, man, and I don't know what turned my brain on, but I liked them, and I've been a fan ever since. Appreciate everything you done, Coach K. I ain't never had to worry about shit. I mean, it may be a down year or two, but I know you was going to get it together sooner or later. I knew you was going to always recruit well, and you was going to get these dubs, man. And I'm going to tell you right now, as far as college basketball goes, my quota has been filled. I've seen 4 championships. I'm good, to be honest with you. Now, I know other Duke fans might not like this shit. They could be mediocre for a while. I don't give a shit. I got to get these other teams in order. Raiders only been in the playoffs, 3 times since 2000 or some shit like that. So I need them to get this shit together. I need Miami to get competitive. I don't need no national championships. I just want competitive shit. And what's the name? Charlotte. Now, Charlotte looks like they're going in the direction. They competitive now. Now we got to start adding some talent, the right talent. But Duke, I'm good on college basketball, man, and they still spoiling me because they got the number 1 class coming in. I don't know how Shire gonna do because I'm thinking if you still got that number 1 class, that means Coach K was out there working. He was doing something. He was probably swaying them boys on Coach. Oh, Coach Shire's going to be amazing at this job. He's going to be amazing. Now, I'll be honest with you. I didn't want him to go out without the championship. Not as a fan of him, not the team. I knew the team wasn't going to win the chip. I can tell you that right now. That was just an underachieving squad. You know what the sad part is? Ben Carl had 20 and 10 in that game, and he could have had more because he was just going through the motions and shit in that second half, and he wasn't playing the way he was supposed. He got one play where he jab stepped, broke baseline, dipped his shoulder, muscle pass Manic, and went in for the dunk. That was the only time he did something like that the whole game. Continuity, we'll have that because fortunately for the transfer portal, you can bring in some upperclassmen that can do some help and stuff like that. And I think some of the players may end up staying. because I know Roach isn't looked at as a first round player. So with him coming in, he'll be all right. And with the class coming in, Dose, we got a good class. Every spot is filled except the point. So if he come back, he got a good one. And we got some decent players coming in. Derek Lively, 7'1", cover the rim, off all three, can do his thing. I can't remember the flip. He'll play the 4, post technician, pass and all that other stuff, and can hit a shot. What's the other guy's name? Mark something. Athletic, bouncy 3-man. He can't. His shot ain't where it need to be, but he'll be one of those glue guys. And Derek Whitehead, he's good too. His jumper has stepped up tremendously, and you can tell he's starting to get a little more comfortable being the lead dog. So he'll probably be the leader next year. Dose. Look up Derek Whitehead. He'll be the man next year. But shout out to Coach K, man. Appreciate everything you did, man. Wow. I wouldn't never expected it, bro. Enjoy retirement. Sit your ass down somewhere. Relax. Get healthy. Spend time with the fam. You got the money. All of these options are variable. But you bring your ass back out there to that court. Unless you're getting ready to lie and say you coming back next season. Outside of next season, once you miss a season, that's it. You miss the rest of them, okay? Well, sit your ass down somewhere, man. Chill. And we can use him as a recruiting pawn now and forever until he gone from out of here, man. So, still got a good 10 years going on out here. And we got to try hard because the pro shit, I'm telling you right now, if you don't know this name, write it down now. Scoot Henderson, he plays for G League Ignite. It's GMs and owners saying if he was in this year's draft as an 18-year-old kid, he would be the number 1 pick in the draft. I'm not saying he's going to be great, but if they seeing something and I saw something, at least take a look, man. That boy can hoop. Thanks again for coming out. Appreciate y'all having the chat lit, doing your thing. Like, comment, subscribe. And trust me, I know I did this shit while a lot of y'all are at work. But just listen to it on your commute home, to work the next day, all that stuff, man. You don't have to be live for it, man. That's why I record it and I save it, man. Because I want you to enjoy this form of entertainment, man. I don't know what we're going to have next week because I don't even know what day I'm off. So I won't find out till I go back to work tomorrow. So appreciate everybody coming out again. Much love. Be easy and be you, y'all.